Goodreads.com is a really great resource for bookworms or teachers looking to make a personal learning network who want to encourage their students to read more. This isn't going to be a how-to video so much as a video showing off the whistles and bells that this website has. This is the main page. Right now you're seeing updates from authors that I follow. I also have friends that I've added, and by clicking on the settings button here, I could see their updates. However, I'm not going to do that because I don't want to invade their privacy like that. Right now, in this corner, you can see the books I'm currently reading. I'm checking out The Martian right now, and there's a couple of textbooks that I kind of stopped working on for a minute. I'm going to update my status because I'm no longer on page 156. I'm now on page 218. And when I save my progress, it updates and tells me what percentage of the book I'm done. So I'm already halfway through. If I click on the book here, I can go to the page. And what I really like doing, the reason I really like updating my page number every day is because then you get to see this really cool, I'll come down to it. If you go down to view all 9 status updates, I've been reading this book for 9 days now. And then go to graph. It'll kind of show you a graph of how much you've read every day. And that's just a fun way to see what your progress is like on the book. If I want to see what other books I'm interested in, I click on my books page. The first thing it takes me is to my to-read shelf. I really like the to-read shelf just in case somebody tells me about a book and I want to make sure I get around to reading it sometime. Or there's a book that's hard to find that I want to remind myself what the name of the author is and read it later. One of the cool features that this website has, I'm not going to quite be able to show it. I'll just click on this one here. When it loads the book page, you can go down and it'll load some links to buy it as a Kindle. You can buy it on Amazon, and this will open up a page that will track your location and tell you the nearest library that has that book available. So that's really cool if you're trying to find a book. Also on my books, if I want to see what I've read, I can go here, and this shows me every book I've read ever since I started using the website. I can also go down to most read authors, and that'll show me what authors I've read the most of. And number 1 is Dr. Seuss. No surprise there. Number 2 is Chuck P. No surprise there. Back to the read page, another really great feature that this website has is the stats button. Which is able to show you how many books you've read each year. And as you can see, in 2014, I read almost twice the amount of books I've read in other years. But a lot of those were Dr. Seuss books, which don't have as many pages. So if I click on the Pages button, the stats change quite a bit. And the last thing you can do in stats, which is pretty cool, is publication year. And this is going to graph every book you've read that you entered in Goodreads by the year it was published. Mine looks kind of wonky because I have The Art of War down here, Beowulf down here, and every other book I've read was published in the last 500 years. So they're up in this giant cloud up here. The last thing I want to show you is Goodreads authors. This is a book that I read recently, The Shambling Guide to New York City. It was a really great book. If you want to check out my review, you can see it on the website. The author, you can see in parentheses here, is a Goodreads author. What that means is she's registered with the website and has been entering books and stuff along with having her books that she's written on here. So I can go to her page, and from here, I can ask her a question if you want to. I don't know if she'll get back to you, but you can also compare books with her. When she's entered books, you can see which ones she has that you've read as well. And it'll show you an Venn diagram, which is really cool. And it'll show you a list. So I can see, we both really liked the Tripod series. We both really read a lot of Chuck Palahniuk. We both read Lord of the Rings. No surprise there. And that's just a fun little feature. You can also do this with your friends. Again, I'm not showing it with friends just because I wanted them to have their privacy. And that is just a few of the many awesome things that you can do over Goodreads. If you're interested, please add me.